but number two, I'm holding also what is the cost of not doing it.
Wow.
Right? And obviously understanding that everything has to go through a try, right? To get a Michael Jordan, you have to get a guy who's willing to pick up the basketball and try and dribble and make a mistake and whatnot, right?
Okay, so I have understood what's happened. Just maybe one last question about this era. How are you making money?
Good question. So we've just built a whole ecosystem. So it's just different tabs. So one is our event tab. I've started now doing jingles. We're producing jingles. We're producing artists.
Okay.
We're selling albums. We've not yet gone into our corporate season yet.
Okay.
So at this point, it's still very artist and artistic, and probably my favorite season of Kijiji. In the sense that
pure.
It's pure. It hasn't had to adjust to the realities of life and the world.
Okay,
right?
I get it.
So at this point, we're like, man, we're excited about writing, about recording. It's what I envisioned, an amazing record label should be. We're doing events, we're putting together events, we're trying out different things. We're very ambitious, and very courageous, I think. There's I guess little to lose because we have nothing. So guys are more willing to take risks, and that season was a very cool season. Like, I mean, it was buzzing all the time. I mean, there would be a night shift crew. Aroro and I were the daytime crew. At 6 p.m. us guys shift. I go to my house, back to my house, 7 steps away. Aroro goes to his house. Blackman, Esther, Giuliani, Riga, guys come in for the night shift, And it was a buzz of activity. And I think in that season, man, we did an absolutely insane amount of work. Yeah.
Okay. Your daughter is born in this season.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe in gear some of that.
Okay. So also around this time now, the MWP project is because I remember when we filmed MWP, Mwendi was pregnant. And then Sela, and here's a little cool side story. One of my hearts has always been about the discipleship and development of creatives and people. So we'd always do some pretty cool things, and things just to develop us, So one of the things is, I got all of us guys to sign up for a prayer class, a prayer called Ombi, and it was a 10-week class with Pastor Simon Bevy, and so we're doing,
It's so new. It's not even called Ombi.
Yeah, it's called School of Prayer. It's called School of Prayer. Yes. So, and I was just like, man, I need to get all of us guys leveling up in our prayer, and Pastor Simon is willing to take us. So all of us signed up. Everyone in Kijiji, Atemi, friends, people we just invited, Kina Don Ageshane and his wife, Nancy. So we had all of these guys who signed up, and it was just this large group of friends and co-laborers, who did that School of Prayer. And that was such a powerful season. And I remember in that time is when Wendy got a prophecy. This is cool, full circle, man, for Sela. What? She was pregnant with Sela at that time. And she got a prophecy for Sela. And the prophecy was that she'd be like a flower in a desert, and like, in fact, flower in a field of grass, actually, flower in a field of grass. So, and the whole thing was that she's going to be different, but her difference is what's going to make her stand out and shine and whatnot and this and that. And I can't remember what Wendy wrote all the prophecies, but that's what I remember. And the reason I remember it is because a few months ago, Stella was in a session where someone told her she's a flower.
Wow.
And literally someone who had no connection, and she's like, man, you're like this flower, you're like blooming, and all around you it's barren, but you're blooming. And now being able to connect that story for her is so cool, because I know how the prophetic word over my life was something that just kept on anchoring me through my life, to this day.
So have you told her this prophecy?
Yeah, we have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Wow.
We have. So and Wendy writes down all those prophetic words. So anyway, so Wendy's pregnant with Stella. During the MWP recording, Stella gets born when we're now living in that house in Nvasha Road. And a small funny side story. So I don't know if you remember this, but so we moved into this house. If you want to imagine it, it's like an older, almost colonial era house. So, where everything is small in the house, small things.
It was so nice.
But it was very nice, right?
Homely.
It's a bungalow on an acre and a half.
There's a whole bunch of apartments there now.
Yeah, exactly. It's a huge piece of land. So that's where we're staying. And then the studio is there, and there was even a little cottage.
Our digs.
Yeah. There's even like a little
First time's office.
Yes.
And then it became our digs.
Yes. So anyway, so that's the kind of like environment that that we're operating in. But it was an older house, and so we rent the property. I start living in there, and at that point it was a bachelor pad. So there was just if you came into the living room, there were just mattresses on the floor, because that's where everyone slept. and then I think even me, there was a time I removed my mattress from the room and brought it to the living room because the vibes were too good in the living room. So but that Jege, Easter, Black Man, like it's literally a commune, And then Mwendi's dad, her late dad, announces he wants to come see where Mwendi's gonna go. And you guys, we have like a week to prep the house for the arrival of the mzee. Let me tell you, I didn't know first of all that stone could be scrubbed. Because there are these guys, someone told me, Banaya, they bring these bristles and they can scrub the stones outside. Boss, we transformed that house, painted it, varnished the floors, removed the mattresses. My mattress went back to the bedroom. We transformed that house in like days. When the guy came, it was smelling of paint. But it was immaculate. And I remember him just walking around, he used to walk with his hands folded. And I'm like, yeah, we did okay. Your daughter is coming it's coming to an okay place. But that was crazy, the amount of pressure. But everyone chipped in. It was like crisis mode. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyway, so Stella gets born there, and we're there for 2 weeks.
What does that do for you?
So
I don't know why. I feel like you are institute.
I was no. So yeah, you're very correct. So which is where I said Stella is born, and then I'm with her for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks I head out to the States for the Mavino Worship Project tour.
You're a ninja.
Which I shouldn't have done. Now I know, sweetie, I know I shouldn't have done that.
You're a ninja.
First child, 2 weeks later, I'm off on tour. And we're there for 5 weeks. So I missed those 5 weeks of Sella's life, and yeah, but yeah, just her coming into the world, um, and Sella came with a bang. Sella was extra. She was extra, man. Her schedule was exactly opposite. Like when everyone is supposed to sleep, she would be awake. When everyone is awake, that's when she wants to sleep, and I just remember that season just being so super hectic, and even me going on tour, like Mwendi was just like, hey, I can't. So she actually moved to her parents' house because she's just like, hey,
That's
I
why I
can't do
remember.
this. Yeah.
Because us guys
Yeah.
were in the digs.
Yes.
I remember.
So you guys kept the digs.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. So that was
But what did that do
epic.
for you? Did you like? For me, the birth. I say I felt a new emotion when my daughter came, and that emotion was called responsibility. It's when I figured, yeah,
I'm responsible.
I thought, even it's not even so much with the wife.
Yeah.
With the kids.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, it's definitely that first child. There's like a reality check for sure. Yeah, it was definitely a reality check of there's a human being, a helpless human being.
Yep.
Who now is my responsibility, and I think it didn't bring about like a change as far as how I lived my life, because I think I was pretty convinced that the things I was doing were the things I was meant to do for myself and for my family. But it brought a sense of seriousness, I guess, to me.
Okay.
Where it's like, hey, don't screw this up, man. Like, So yeah, so that was definitely really powerful. Really, really powerful.
And I know I'm dwelling a lot in this era, but I'm just thinking of somebody who's here and I'm trying to squeeze as much juice out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I need to make it clear for people. There's no reference for you. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of the things that you're doing, you are the first.
Yeah.
Have it be even the things we are doing. Have it
Yeah.
be hip hop. Have it be jazz.
Yeah.
Have it be the musicals on that level.
Yeah.
On the musical, or even on that, in that style.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there was no musicals before.
Yeah,
there definitely was.
For sure.
The music, the studio.
Yeah.
What is this thing? Because you still have it even till today, that you're comfortable, even though there's no proof.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are hearing this story and they're using your life to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like somebody can be frozen at the airport right now and they'll be like, hey, but it turned out well for Kanjii.
Yeah.
You get, maybe God is trying to
it's so interesting,
redirect this.
I met someone on Sunday at a gig that we had this past Sunday, and she told me that she was so moved, by the way, so moved by the story, and she was just like, she went through a pretty nasty marriage, and her whole story was like, I can have faith because of what I've seen happen in your life.
Wow.
I can have faith that God is working this thing out, and we've not even talked about my life verse. My life verse is Romans 8:28, which is all things are working out.
Yeah.
And my life, all things are working out for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purposes. Yeah, right? And that's my anchor, right? But then how uncanny is it that is literally my life story? That everything, good, bad, ugly, everything is working out for his purpose, right? Everything is working out for his purpose. And when I say that whole thing of like it's for your good doesn't mean for your feel good, right? Because guys, sometimes we think it's about everything's working out for me to feel good, right? Some things you go through don't feel good,
But they are for your
but
good.
they are good. Yeah, but they are good, right? So everything's working out for your good and for His purpose, right?
Romans 8:28 talks about all things are working out for the good of those who love the Lord. I hold that to be true in my life, and I hold it to be true in your life. Oh, my, all things are working out for the good of those who love you. All things are working out. All things are working out. That's right. For the good of those who love you. All things are working out. Yeah. You say, all things, yeah. All things. You're the one we call when everything around us falls apart. You calm the storm. You're the one I need to step into my situation and to rescue me. Hey. All things are working out for the good of those who love you. All things are working out. Oh, all things are working. That's right, that's right. For the good of those who love you, all things are working out. Hey, see, all things, all things. You're my strength. You're my strength.
And so she was just like, man, I can be able to, this current time and stress and whatever that I'm in right now, I know that I'll be able to look back, you know? And so I think that for me is like a really, really big thing, man. So what enabled me, number one, I think I try to be conscious of the cost, but I also, so I try and hold two things in tension. One is the cost of what you're doing. Like, I'm not just talking about cash. I'm talking about, what's the cost of it, right? But number two, I'm holding also what is the cost of not doing it.
Wow.
Right? And obviously understanding that everything has to go through a try, right? To get a Michael Jordan, you have to get a guy who's willing to pick up the basketball and try and dribble and make a mistake and whatnot, right? So everything has to start with a try, right? So the one thing I'm not afraid to do is to try, and the second thing is, and I think I've learned this over time. One is to assess. Like I'm very, 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 very anal about analyzing what I've tried, right? So it's not just a blind trial. It's because I want to try and understand, what did we do? If it was successful, what did we do for it to become successful?
So you can
if it
repeat.
was not, if it was not, then what do we need to try and fix next time? And then also, there's a thing at the end of that is also to fail quickly. So be willing to call the game. Because I think sometimes you're so caught up in your idea that you can keep at it even if it's the wrong idea. So, but if you're analyzing and you're seeing, man, we set out to do this, did that happen? No. Okay, let's tweak this, tweak that. Try it again with those tweaks. What did those tweaks change? Nothing. Okay, let's try it again. Tweak this and tweak that. It's still not working. Shut it down.
Let it go.
Shut it down. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So be willing to fail quickly. And because your failing quickly allows you to get to the next thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're short circuiting the next thing if you keep the old thing that's not working going. Yeah.
You get that? So profound. And now looking back, I'm seeing it. Do you get what I mean? Looking back, I can see the amount of things that you have tweaked. And this one, maybe I am jumping ahead or not, but it's just the one, like I've not even thought about this in years. Can you remember, like you did something with your face on stage?
Yes. We were remembering that with Wendy. Hey, that was rough.
But we stopped.
Yeah, but
you
we
get what
stopped.
I mean? It was just that one, and
yeah, and you're like, that wasn't the idea, and it was, but you're analyzing,
and oh my God, and it's this thing that you're saying, acting and music. So just for context, explain to people what you did. I know I've jumped a bit ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So